All right, what's up, YouTube? Excited to be back today. Hey, Greg, how's it going with you today? I said that in a weird way, but
That's all right. It is fantastic. Fantastic.
perfect. And we are back for AI-driven Business Daily Live 22. So I'm pretty excited for that. We did a lot of things in the last episode, and so let's go ahead and go through ChatGPT's summary of our prior episode, which says, and they actually got the number for the episode wrong. It says Daily Live 20, but it was actually 21. I think that's interesting. I don't know why. I double checked to make sure I did the right video. And it says, in the last episode of AI-driven Business Daily Live 20, should have been 21, the hosts utilized ChatGPT to develop a content calendar for their website, focusing on blog posts, social media updates, and email newsletters, targeting identified keywords and industry-related topics. They also discussed the challenges of blog posting and agreed to spend more time tuning the prompts for ChatGPT to make the process more efficient. The host emphasized the importance of developing engaging and informative content to attract organic traffic to their website. In the current episode, the hosts discussed tracking key performance indicators such as monthly recurring revenue, annual recurring revenue, churn rate, active users, and customer satisfaction. They also explored creating a centralized dashboard using a business intelligence tool or a spreadsheet to display KPI data in a visually appealing and easy to understand format. The hosts plan to focus on developing a systematic process for creating blog posts and videos for each post in the next episode. So it did well with the last half. It's interesting. I told you last time that it's been doing in the last episode, and then it says in this episode. So I don't know why it is doing that. I haven't changed my prompts in any way. So I'm actually going to, I'm editing this for my own purposes whenever I do the summary of all the summaries like we did on the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. All right. And I just didn't want to forget to do that. So anyway, yeah, that should be, it was pretty good in the last half, and we should be good to go there.
Awesome.
But that is what we're working on today, are some of the posts. We've got those KPIs that we finished up last time, but this time we wanted to work on the posts and getting the blogs done. Now, I did review the one that ChatGPT had put together, and I didn't want to change it a ton, and so I didn't. I pretty much kept it at the majority of what it had already written and just changed a couple things here or there, removed some tools that I felt were obsolete or not applicable, added some things for Replan dashboard specifically. So that one is ready to be posted as a blog post whenever we want to do that. I can also potentially turn it into a YouTube script or something if we need a video, if we feel like that would help as well. So
yeah, I think we can. And to me, that's maybe the later phases of let's get the content out there, get it indexed by Google, and then once we have it indexed, then where do we take it from there?
Okay.
And because I do think, to your point, there's a lot of backlinking or internal linking that we'll probably need to do, as well as, go here to view these videos, and internal linking that, or maybe not internal, but to the Replan dashboard training stuff that we've got. And I think, is that hosted on Ask Jimmy Smith YouTube?
Is what?
The Replan dashboard training?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so then it goes out. I think we link out to that so that people know where to find some of those things.
Right, correct. Okay, perfect. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and get into the blog stuff then. I know you did a little bit here, so I'll let you walk through that a little more.
I did, and just to give everybody a short version of the conversation we had before we went live. So I was playing with AutoGPT, which is a way to make ChatGPT less dependent upon continuous prompts and more autonomous. Yesterday, Jimmy was joking that he's never seen it work correctly. And he was saying that somewhat tongue in cheek, but probably a little more reality than I was willing to admit in that moment. And I also couldn't really get it to produce anything valuable, which I was laughing about, because I spent some solid time trying to get it to do something, and it kept trying to install software and call APIs for YouTube, and I don't know, it wasn't awesome. So I was a little bit surprised at my lack of progress. So I came back to the tried and true ChatGPT UI, and basically what I asked it to do is I asked it to write the same article twice, once with 3.5 and once with the ChatGPT 4 model, and they were different in a variety of ways. They were different, and I think that sort of experiment, I think we might end up doing another version and maybe diving a little bit deeper into it. But I just wanted to start with the surface of, hey, we've got this one, create an outline for a 2,000 word article, blah 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 blah, and then basically the same prompt in ChatGPT, the 3.5 model. And so the couple of things that I saw are the two main things. The 3.5 produced an 1,800 word article, whereas 4 produced, I believe, it produced a 3,300 word article, which is, I mean, as we've established already, ChatGPT can't count, and so not really surprising. But what was super fascinating is ChatGPT 4 seemed to, and so the model of what I did is said, give me an outline, and then based upon the outline, write the first 2 sections, and then the next 2, and the next, and continue, and then the next 2, and so on until it wrapped up. So it 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 produced more content, but a lot of the content was, it started out really good with paragraphs, but then it went to the, like, it's almost like detailing out each of the bullet points,
Mhm.
or each of the elements of the outline, which, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not, I think, what we had in mind in terms of an article, and a lot of, numbered lists and things like that. And then it basically turned everything into a numbered list after it got a little further down. And so, whereas Chat GPT 3.5, you can see it's almost entirely just text. There's no numbered lists, things like that. It's, headers, and then that's really it. So kind of interesting that 3.5 produced something that was much, much closer to the initial prompt, both in size and also in content, the type of content. So, and we have not, neither Jimmy nor I have assessed this for, like, is it even close to being accurate, which that will come later. But we're, at this point, we're really trying to, how do we tune the prompt to deliver us something that is as close to what we want it to be as, we can get, so that we have a shorter path to edit and then finally thumbs up out the door. So, Jimmy, anything to add on this?
Nothing really to add. It's interesting that I feel, even with the summaries and stuff, we are both finding that 3.5 is doing a better job with certain things. And so I use ChatGPT 4 for other things as well, whether it's maybe writing an email and that kind of a, I guess, process, emails or Facebook posts and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But for the most part, whenever it's come to some of this content, 3.5 seems to do better. Whereas for me, with like copywriting or attention and interest, desire, action, the AIDA format, I seem to like GPT-4 a little bit better. And so I don't know
Got it.
why it's so different, but it's definitely something for people that may be watching to take into consideration. Don't just assume
Yep.
4 is better. 3.5 potentially could be,
Right.
and I don't really know. My assumption was 4 had a bunch more information in it to make it more accurate, but I don't really know the differences between the two. I wonder if we
Well,
could ask
and
ChatGPT what's the difference. Ask
ooh,
ChatGPT 4 though, because I don't know if 3.5 would know about 4.
that's a good point.
Oh, I
That's a
guess it does
really,
tell us there, but
well, yeah.
most
So it does tell
advanced.
us a little bit of its reasoning and its conciseness are higher than ChatGPT
Yeah, but that's
3.5.
not
Its
what we're
conciseness,
finding.
right? I know, and that's where I'm like, I don't understand. And
Yeah.
so here's the other huge thing that Jimmy and I have both struggled with. ChatGPT 4, I mean, it's faster than me, but it's painfully slow to wait. Whereas ChatGPT 3.5, it cranks out, I mean, it's lightning fast.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's definitely a part of it that, you just don't lose interest halfway through. Because for me, and I don't know your process, Jimmy, but for me, I'll ask it a prompt and I'm not watching. I'm going off to do something else, and then I come back to it when it's done, especially ChatGPT 4, because it is slow.
Right.
So, but I would love to ask, what are the differences between ChatGPT model GPT-4 and model GPT 3.5? When should I use one versus another? Versus the other?
Okay.
There are several key differences. Or do you want to read it?
I can. There are
Go for
several
it.
key differences between ChatGPT model GPT-4 and GPT 3.5, including the architecture, size, capabilities, and performance. Here's an overview of the differences. 1. Architecture and size. GPT-4 has a more advanced architecture and is larger than GPT 3.5, making it more powerful and capable of understanding more complex tasks. This also means GPT-4 has been trained on a larger data set, and it can generate more accurate and contextually relevant responses. 2. Performance. GPT-4 demonstrates improved performance compared to GPT 3.5, especially in understanding context and generating high-quality responses. It's better at handling longer conversations, maintaining context, and providing more accurate information. 3. Capabilities. GPT-4 is capable of handling more diverse tasks, including natural language understanding, text generation, translation, summarization, question answering, and many others. It can understand and generate content across various domains and industries, providing more value than GPT 3.5. When deciding which model to use, considering the following factors. 1. Task complexity. If you require a more advanced language model capable of handling complex tasks, GPT-4 is a better choice. However, for simpler tasks where a high level of accuracy isn't crucial, GPT 3.5 may suffice. 2. Resources. GPT-4 may require more computational power and resources to operate optimally. If you have limited resources, GPT 3.5 may be more suitable for your use case. And 3. Cost. Accessing and using GPT-4 may have a higher associated cost due to its larger size and advanced capabilities. If budget is a concern, GPT 3.5 may be a more cost-effective option. Ultimately, the choice between GPT-4 and GPT 3.5 depends on the specific requirements of your project, your available resources, and your budget. Interesting.
Yes. I have a follow-up question for it.
Okay.
How do I determine task complexity and which tasks are more appropriate for GPT-4? It talks about task complexity.
Mm-hmm. To determine task complexity, you should consider factors such as the required language understanding, context length, domain-specific knowledge, and the desired level of accuracy. Here are some guidelines to help you understand which tasks are more appropriate for GPT-4. 1. Language understanding. Tasks that require deep semantic understanding, complex reasoning, or nuanced language comprehension are better suited for GPT-4 as it is designed to handle more intricate language patterns. 2. Context length. If your task involves processing larger text sequences or maintaining context across a series of inputs, GPT-4 will likely perform better. It has a greater capacity to remember context and can better handle multi-turn conversations. 3. Domain-specific knowledge. GPT-4 is trained on a larger and more diverse data set, which means it has a broader understanding of various subjects and industries. If your task requires specialized knowledge or expertise, GPT-4 may provide more accurate results. And 4. Desired accuracy. GPT-4 generally generates higher quality outputs with fewer inaccuracies compared to GPT 3.5. If the accuracy of the generated content is of critical importance, GPT-4 is a better choice. Examples of tasks that might be more appropriate for GPT-4 include advanced conversational AI applications that require deep context and language understanding, complex question answering systems that need detailed or domain-specific information, high-quality content generation for marketing, journalism, or creative writing purposes, machine translation involving idiomatic expressions, complex syntax, or specialized jargon, summarization of long or complicated texts with high accuracy, sentiment analysis, opinion mining, or other natural language processing tasks that require nuanced understanding of language. It's important to keep in mind that the decision to use GPT-4 over GPT 3.5 also depends on your available resources, budget, and other practical constraints. GPT-4 is better suited for more complex tasks. GPT 3.5 might still be a suitable option for simpler tasks or projects with limited resources.
So fascinating.
Well,
That
it's
is
a high quality content generation, but 3.5 is doing better.
right. And I do love that that if the accuracy of the generated content is of critical importance, and I'm like, to whom is it not?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't, yeah, that is an interesting bit of context. Okay. All right.
I also wonder with things like, I don't know, Amazon wholesale, for the most part, the processes haven't changed over the last few years. So maybe
True.
3.5 is going to be better. And if it's super complex, then maybe GPT-4 would have more up-to-date information. But if you're writing blog posts, and 3.5 is doing a good enough job, if you read through it and you can update the last 20%, I mean, that's the point. You don't want to just take
Right.
whatever GPT or ChatGPT
Right.
gives you and plagiarize it, right? I mean, you want to take
Right.
it, edit it, and change it up a little, as much as you can. So,
Right.
yeah, that
Well,
might be the best
and
way to go.
so here's an interesting point of view, just as we're trying to discern how do we use these tools. So if you look at and this is probably gonna, so if you look at the outline, it
Mhm.
is a fairly simplistic outline for ChatGPT 3.5.
Yeah.
Introduction, understanding, finding wholesale suppliers, blah blah blah. This one has like Roman numeral 3 has like A, which has sub bullets, B has sub bullets, and then all of these are way, way, way more detailed than ChatGPT 3. So what
Okay.
I'm wondering is, um, and it might be that we need to tune the prompt better,
Mhm.
like this first prompt, because I don't like the first output was good. But I'm also thinking, I think the last time we did it, we actually fed it the sections instead of just saying, "Give me the next 2 sections," which I'll be honest, it did a way better job than I was anticipating it was going to do in like tracking and keeping up with everything. But I'm just trying to think of how could we change this so that it produces something that's more accurate. Or do we start with GPT-4 to produce the outline and then we lean on GPT-3 to produce the content? Because this outline is much, much, much more
Well, I
detailed.
mean, we can
But
test them out. We
yeah,
can we can
yeah,
try the outline of 4 into 3.5 and see how it does, and then we can
yeah,
try the outline of 3.5 into 4 and see how it does.
yeah. I
I
think
mean,
that's
might as well
I think
experiment
that's
with it.
good.
So let's
Yeah.
copy it and open up a new chat.
Yep. And then 3.5.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would just title this 4 to 3.5, and then you can do 3.5 to 4, so we know which one is which one is which.
And yes. So I will once it gives me something here. All right. So based upon this outline, and did I get okay, I did. Based upon this outline, please produce an S should I tell it which sections to write and provide it the whole outline so it has context?
Yes. Yeah, I would do what you did
Okay.
before and use the same prompt of please write the first 2 sections of the below outline, and then you can go and say write the next 2 like you did before, because we're just testing how
Yeah.
it does.
Please produce an SEO optimized article. Uh, please produce Trying to figure out how to tell it sections 1 and 2. As an SEO optimized article written at the, did we decide 8th grade?
7th grade.
I can't remember. Based on this outline, please produce sections 1 and 2 of an SEO optimized article written at a 7th grade reading level. Thankfully, I have a 5th grade writing level. So yeah. So anything else to add? Am I missing? Oh no, sorry. Hello. Should we give it a?
I would just do what you did on the first prompts. So you kept it very basic on those other ones. So I would probably.
Do I want to give it a? Do I want to give it a target for word count?
Word count? No, it doesn't seem to do very well with that.
That's true.
I think it tries to maximize its prompt size as much as possible. It's my guess.
Okay. Got it. All right. Anything else to add before we let it do its thing?
I don't think so.
All right. So this is. All right. I'm gonna What? That did not
weird.
Do.
How about instead of produce sections 1 and 2, say please write sections 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah, let's try that.
And
if that doesn't work, then we'll add in paragraph form.
There we go. This is definite.
3.
What? Okay, so I think my Roman numerals are throwing it off.
Yeah.
I was trying to use the same the same format that it used. Let me try this. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, look at that. All right. So then
it was
basically copy this, right?
Well, wouldn't it? What did you say in the prompts before? Wasn't it? Please write the next 2 sections or something like that based off the provided outline. That's what I would try. Because if that works, then sweet. That makes it way easier.
Please write the next 2 sections of the. How much of this do I want to repeat? I feel like I can go simple, write the next 2 sections, or I can try to.
Oh, I see what you're saying with the reading level and stuff.
Yeah,
that's fine. You can. Let's try it this way. Let's see what it looks like.
The next 2 sections of an. All right. Section 3. And then I should be able to. Let me just copy and paste because I'm lazy. Efficient, highly efficient. Section 6. Section 7 and 8. Don't think. Oh yeah, okay. So interesting. So copy and paste these into. Let's see if can I make a copy. Nice. So I'm going to call this ChatGPT 4 outline 235. Oops. Should have changed the name. There we go. All right. So now let me do the copy and paste. And while I'm doing that, so 4 outline to 3.5. And do we want to try it the other way?
Yes.
3.5 outline to 4. Got it.
Yes, because I want to see which one does better.
Did I not save that? I did not save that. Sorry.
How dare you?
I know. Saved it that time. So now this is the 4 outline. So I'm going to do the 3.5 outline. I'm going to work smarter, not harder. GPT 3.5. I'm going to copy this outline, and then I will get it working while I copy and paste. So new chat, GPT-4. And then I'll probably have to copy and paste that again. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one again. Too many different things. All right. So based upon this outline, please write sections 1 and 2 of an SEO, blah, blah, blah. And then this is the 3.5 outline because it does not have a whole bunch of sub segments. All right. I got that. Good?
Yeah.
No, I
We need it to be at 4,
yes,
right?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Now it's good. All right. Based upon this outline, blah, blah, blah. Good to go. Oh, what did it? All right. There we go. It's off to a good start. Okay. Still not bad. Why does it do that? Understanding Amazon. Does seem to be a little bit faster than it was last night.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So this did pretty well, right?
Yeah. Yes. Based upon. All right. Please write the next 2 sections of an SEO optimized article written at 7th grade reading level. Okay. This is, this is much more paragraph form.
Yeah.
It does seem like it's a lot faster, but that might just be my bias.
Okay. And yeah, you might want to edit the title of that.
Yeah, I was like, GPT 3.5 outline 2.4. All right. So I'm gonna grab some of this stuff and add it to our latest 4 outline to 3.5. Perfect. The copy and paste exercise.
Gotta love it. And we're doing this more for science than anything, just to see which is better and which process we want to use moving forward. So if anybody's like, this seems like a big waste of time, I feel like it's good for us to test this. This is why we do this live, so you can see how we are trying to make the best decisions possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Did it rename my? It did. Okay. Write the next two sections. Oh, sorry, I meant continue. I didn't realize it was still in. That's awesome. Oh, now it's. This isn't. Yeah, so now it's saying follow these steps, which
Right.
that I'm okay with
fine.
that. And this is another. Okay, this one isn't going to. I thought I remembered seeing. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I remember seeing the price somewhere else, and yeah. Do you think it's right? Listing your products. So, and this is where Jimmy and I were talking a little bit about listing your products on Amazon wholesale. It's not. I mean, it's just Amazon. It's not like a fancy other thing. So these are the sort of edits that I think when you understand the context, it feels like this could be a little confusing to people.
Right.
Yeah. But that is interesting. While we're waiting for it to mosey on down, let's grab this and do a word count. 1,300 words.
Okay.
Not terrible, but it forgot the strategies for restocking using replan dashboard.
Right.
It'll get it someday probably. I did not provide it any replan dashboard context, so it doesn't really know.
It does not.
And truthfully, I think, I mean, yes, the article will have some bias towards replan dashboard, but overall, I have no concerns with that.
Exactly. Because the whole point is to bring people in for the content, and they can explore replan dashboard once they're there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these are FBA versus FBM. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I should say the differentiation between the two and put it, kind of outlining it that way is good. I didn't look close enough. Ooh, repricing tools and software.
There you go. We don't do repricing. Replan dashboard.
No,
nor would I ever want it to, at least while I'm running it.
Over my dead body. Yes. We've talked a lot about those things. So this is not the first time we've had this conversation.
Correct.
And I do not disagree, because there are definitely risks associated with repricing, and it is typically complex software that it's complex stuff. So, and the chance for, I remember hearing a guy who was writing trading software, equities trading software, and made a mistake and accidentally committed a bunch of test transactions to the real market, and then was like, oh my gosh, and went and vomited, which is the appropriate response, and then went to try to back out what he could. But it's those sort of things where you go, oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to be responsible for the profitability of somebody's business. If something goes wrong, and you drop
Yes.
prices to a penny or something. Just takes one bad keystroke or something, I assume,
Yes.
to make that
Yes.
mistake.
Yep. Yes. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, there was more. Okay. Oh, wait, did it? Well, that's interesting. Or is it?
So
Yeah.
just
So it did.
9, now it's in section
Yeah.
10.
All right. That's cool.
All right. Well, let's copy them all and see what those
Yeah.
word counts were. Now I'm gonna have to read through this whole thing.
I know. You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it live. You guys have to watch every single
Yeah,
word.
exactly. Every word. He's gonna do it out loud because that, tends to be fun for all of us. So we'll do a quick word count and then we'll wrap for the day. To GPT-4. All right. Then I will remove all that stuff.
Make sure we got all the sections too. Yeah, it skipped section 2.
Did it?
I think, unless I missed it. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, there
Section
it is.
1. Section 1 is very short. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I thought I did that exact same thing. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
It didn't do the whole thing. And then I was like, oh wait. No, it just didn't have much to say on the introduction. Let's write this one. Ensure you. Make sure I got that right.
Yeah, there it was.
I'll ensure you
a fair deal. Research market prices for similar products to ensure you a fair deal.
You
got a fair deal, maybe? It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, received a fair deal, I'm guessing. Nope, this one. Right, and this is 6. This is a way longer article.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, significantly longer, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Because, actually, I want to try one thing really quick. Continue. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Doing more? I don't know if we want to do that, but yeah.
No, but I'm just really interested in what it does when it's supposedly done.
Yeah.
And then, so anyway, I was surprised that, because I don't think, let's look. It did have a conclusion. Okay. But that's fascinating to me that it was like, you want me to continue? No problem. Yeah. So 3.5 to 4 word count, 2,600 words.
Double the length. Yeah. And it's college graduate instead of 7th grade, but that's okay.
Well,
I mean, I think when you're talking about wholesale arbitrage, some of these Amazon words are going to be college graduate level, unfortunately. Just by the basis. Resellers, I don't know if 7th graders know much about, I mean, I guess they could know about reselling. Repricers, all these things are a little bit more complex.
Yeah, agreed.
So
I'm just going to see what else it has to say. Oh, nice.
The cues. Okay.
Frequently. I love it.
Pretty good, actually.
I love this. It is. I love this. Because and so here's one of the things that I do appreciate about that is that I wouldn't have thought frequently asked questions. I wouldn't have thought about like additional resources.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there are obviously some resources that or so when I think of business and e-commerce blogs and websites, askjimmysmith.com,
Right.
e-commerce conferences, the Proven Conference. I think there's a
Legends
lot,
Conference.
or Legends Conference. Sorry. The Legends Conference. I skipped right over that.
Both of them.
Gosh.
Yeah, both of them.
No, they're both fantastic. And so I think there could be very interesting.
I love the FAQs, gotta be honest. You're just gonna
How
keep
do I improve my
continue.
yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do continue the fact. I wanted to see what
No. I want to see what it comes up with. Because it and so this might be one of the like secret weapons is develop a list of FAQs about Replan Dashboard.
Yeah.
Right?
It's true.
Or about Amazon FBA or about whatever it happens to be. Yeah. Because these are actually pretty good. Like, how can I protect my brand on Amazon? Do I need a separate Amazon account for wholesale versus retail? Is it better to use FBA or FBM? I mean, these are legitimate questions. Yeah. So I do love it. I think it's good. Can I switch between? So and not to bang the drum further, but I will. You and I would never, ever, ever think about FBA versus FBM because we just know it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's because you've been doing it so long, you don't even have to think about that as a question that someone could be asking.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love that. Those are the sort of questions that, there are probably, it's like I got FAQs for days.
Or get one for every letter of the alphabet.
Oh, I think it's going to have more than that.
A, B, B, C, C. Goodness.
Awesome.
I mean,
all right,
these FAQs could go on forever, I think, with this.
I think they could. And I just wanted to see if it was going to give me another section. I didn't expect it to continue with FAQs.
All right.
But now that we're here, I'm going to ask it a few more. But we don't have to torture everyone with that.
Okay.
We can wrap the call and
all right.
Go from there.
Tomorrow we should be on, I believe, for 3:15 Central, 4:15 Eastern time. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we will be back at that time tomorrow. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.